Previously on Toni and Troy. Troy, Mike, and Jason went to an event featuring a prominent hypnotist. A string of crimes starts to happen, and the crew must investigate to figure out who it was. Now. Toni goes to the door and opens it to find Kat standing outside.
Come on in.
The two walk inside to find Troy getting ready to head out.
Where are you off to, mister? And this early in the morning.
Troy looks annoyed. He doesn't answer Toni.
Hello? Did you not hear me?
I'm going out. What's it to you? Troy then coldly walks out of the room, ignoring Toni and Kat.
What's up with him?
Beats me.
Jason and Mike are waiting outside for Troy, and they head to the liquor store. There is a lot of noise at the checkout. The boys walk closer and notice a strange man is holding the owner at gunpoint. Give me all your money! Give me all of it right now! The guys quickly duck behind an aisle to avoid being seen. All right, Jason, go to the left and grab his attention. Mike, get behind him from the right and hold him. What are you gonna do? Troy pulls out a knife from his vest. I'm gonna take him out. Mike nods his head. The guys get in position to distract him and keep him occupied. Suddenly, Troy comes from the side and stabs the robber with a knife. The robber drops the gun and collapses. You're with him, aren't you? I knew you'd come back to get me. What is he talking about? I'm not sure, but he won't be stealing from anyone now. The robber's body stops moving and he slowly dies. The police arrive at the scene, and the guys are rewarded with saving the store. This show of bravery made the news, with the three guys smiling that they got this guy off the street. Troy, Jason, and Mike are bombarded with reporters, and they are being interviewed live. Photos are being taken to be published. Meanwhile, back at home, Kat and Toni are watching TV.
It's said that these three criminals did the biggest heist this town has ever seen, getting away with more than $1 million.
Hey, Kat. You've been rather quiet today. What's up?
Me? Nah, it's just, don't you think there's something weird about this heist?
Kat so desperately wants to tell someone, but she isn't sure if she should. It would break Toni's relationship with Jason.
Not really. I hope they get caught. They escaped only a few seconds before the cops showed up. They got really lucky.
We interrupt this program to bring you a breaking news. 3 young boys from our very own neighborhood just stopped a robbery at the local liquor store. They were held at gunpoint, but they acted in self-defense, and no one has to worry about the robber ever again.
Wow, that's Troy, Mike, and Jason. They are really brave.
I wouldn't say I did it all on my own. I had my 2 buddies backing me. But we mustered our wits and put him down before he could hurt anyone else.
The robber is deceased and his name is not being released to the public. This story is still pending further investigation. This has been Maria Jones reporting from 24 TV.
Wait, did they kill him?
I think they did. I guess it was in self-defense, but
That doesn't mean you can kill anybody. There could have been another way. Knowing Troy, he must have been after the fame. But he would never go this far. Or Jason, how could he agree to all this?
The guys finally arrive at home. Don't mind us, just the town heroes passing by.
Troy, that was too far. What happened? What did you guys do?
We saved the liquor store is what we did. What's there to be mad about?
well, do tell us the whole story. How'd it happen?
Troy thinks a lot and then begins to frown. He then looks at Jason and Mike, who both shrug their shoulders. I don't remember much.
What do you mean you don't remember? You go do something like that and you don't remember?
I remember going to the liquor store, but I don't remember anything until we got out and were swarmed by the news reporters.
What about you guys? How could you let him do something dangerous like this?
Mike and Jason are silent as they can't seem to remember much either. It doesn't matter now, does it? We saved the store. Now leave me alone. The guys walk off and start playing video games in the lounge. It's a heist game where the players rob banks and have to escape before time runs out and they are caught. Guys, does it worry you that we don't remember what happened? A little bit, but I am happy we were able to save someone's life and livelihood. Meanwhile, Kat and Toni decide to conduct research and find out what's going on and why the guys are acting so weird lately. They open their laptop and start to browse online.
Got it. The store thief doesn't have much of a profile, but look at this. He has visited the hypnotist multiple times in the past few days. It's on his social media. I know it's a dead end, but it might be worth looking into.
Yeah, maybe we should pay the hypnotist a visit.
Later that night, everyone had trouble sleeping. What was that? Was that a dream? But it felt so real, like I was there. A jewelry store robbery? I would never do something like that. But still. The next day, Toni and Kat visit the hypnotist. He is preparing for his next show.
Hello, sir. We'd like to have a talk with you if you...
Not now. I'm expecting some guests.
We wanted to ask you a few questions related to...
Okay, that's it. I don't have the time for this. Leave. Now! Toni and Kat step just outside the room. The hypnotist goes to the back and opens the door. It's Troy, Jason, and Mike. You boys did well. Were there any complications? No, sir. We did exactly as you commanded. Good. You have helped me very much, and I can't thank you enough for that. But I do have a way to give back to you. I've programmed you to return to me every day, but that'll stop from now on. It is time we end our partnership. And to say thanks, I'm going to make you rich, the same way you made me. You're going to be doing another heist, bigger than the last one. This time, for yourselves. Toni and Kat just made it back home.
He was so rude. Well, that was a waste of time.
No, we have to keep investigating him. Maybe we'll find something more.
Well, get some sleep. We'll meet up tomorrow.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Troy, Mike, and Jason were working on the bank heist. All three were crawling through the vents to enter the building. Mike and Jason kicked out the vent door and jumped out. They landed on their feet. Troy slipped from the vent entrance and fell on his head. You okay? Troy seemed dizzy. He opened his eyes to find out that he had snapped out of the hypnotist's spell. Whoa! Where am I? Who are you? We don't have time for this. We're in a heist. Your heist. You came up with this, remember? Either get yourself together or follow our lead. Troy thought he was dreaming, just like last time. In his mind, he was doing a big heist with Mike and Jason with guns and fancy equipment that he himself came up with. He followed along and did as he was told, making the most out of his dream. He knew he was going to wake up eventually, so why not have all the fun until then? But he didn't know what he was doing was real. The boys escaped the bank and finished off the heist. Mike and Jason did as their orders said, and Troy obeyed. Kat wakes up the next day and went to Toni's place. There was a lot of shouting in the house. Kat runs inside to find Toni yelling at the boys.
I can't believe it! How could you rob a bank? What's the matter with you?
What's wrong? What happened? Troy would never do such a thing. Let him go.
Mike and Jason were silent. No, Kat, I did do the heist.
How? Why?
I wasn't thinking clearly. My mind was foggy. I thought I was dreaming, but I was not. I broke into the bank and escaped with the money.
Oh no! The police are coming! They're probably looking for you guys. You need to hide.
Troy doesn't move a muscle.
Troy, what are you doing?
I did this. I could have stopped it, but I didn't. I liked it, and I did it all willingly. I have to face my own mistakes.
That's not true.
I'm afraid it's goodbye then. Troy walks towards the front door and opens it. What will happen to Troy, Mike, and Jason? Find out in the next exciting episode of Toni and Troy.